21, at any time after April 21, did you call the police about these things you say happened on April 21?
No, I never called the police on Johnny myself.
Did you ever report to any law enforcement authority other than the police your claims that he did these things on April 21?
No, I attempted as best as I could to hide this and keep our lives as private as possible, and I did what a lot of, I guess, women do, tried to protect him.
Were you attempting to hide this when you filed this declaration on May 27, 2016?
It was unhideable because the cops had been called.
Ms. Heard, when you claim in your declaration that the argument started with Johnny throwing a magnum-sized bottle of champagne at the wall, do you recall that event?
Yes.
Okay. Did the bottle break?
I don't know if it broke or if there was a bottle on the table next to it that broke and a wine glass next to it that broke, but there was both a wine glass and a bottle. I'm not sure which of the two it was that broke, when the one that was thrown at me but missed, or if it was the one perhaps sitting on the table nearby. But the painting behind it that rests on the wall behind where I was standing still is missing a big chunk out of it. So it made quite an impact.
Are you finished? I want to make sure if you're finished or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the bottle you refer to, did it ever touch your body?
No.
Did the wine glass you refer to, in reference to the bottle, ever touch your body?
Pieces of it did. It shattered.
Okay. Where did the pieces you say touched your body touch your body? What part of your body?
I don't remember exactly what part of my body was touched by the glass breaking upon impact. I do know that it touched my body, knees and hands. No, not my hands, my knees anyway, when I went down to the floor later in the fight, but nothing significant, not like Australia or anything. Screaming these expletives at my friend Io and telling her that she could have me now, and then he threw his arm back and he threw the phone, what appeared to be as hard as he could, at my face. Put my head down. I said, "You hit me." I was crying. I said, "Johnny, you hit me," because then I start hearing things being smashed, and I said to him, "Honey, you hit me in the eye, my eye." And I start crying, and he approaches me, and I don't know if I, in here feeling him approach, anticipate to try to get up, or if I help him help me up, or if he just did it all by grabbing my hair. But for some reason, I had some aid in getting up off the couch by him grabbing my head, mostly on my right side, the impact of which was significant in and of itself. He grabs my grabs my head, takes a fistful of my hair and says, I hit your eye, huh? Let me see your eye. Let me see your eye. What if I pull your hair back?" And he yanks my head back, and he's, I don't know, smacking my face or moving my face, and he's got me by the hair, and it's hard to describe. It's like yanking me from side to side with my hair.
Are you standing up at this time?
Yeah.
Okay. And has he pulled out any hair from your head?
He's still holding on to my head.
Okay.
At this time, and he said, I don't know if he's trying to grab my face or if he's hitting my face, or I don't know what's happening, but he's yelling at me, he's screaming about let's see how hard I hit you, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
Okay.
Help, help, please, help. I guess I say call 911. I'm screaming for help, not just in case Io is on the phone, which I don't know because the phone is somewhere after hitting my face. I don't know where it ricocheted and bounced off to, but it's on the floor. I can only hope she's on the line, but I know and guess security is somewhere, and even though they never respond when I'm screaming help, ever, I'm screaming help as loud as I can. I had also text Rocky previous. It's amping up. He's getting crazy again. Please just, I need you to come over because I thought another third party might be, a third party being present helps always to,
Is it your testimony?
calm things.
Is it your testimony, Ms.
Can we
Hurd,
take a break,
that...
please?
No.
She's upset. She's upset.
She
Clear
is
that
not-
she's crying. She's upset, Blair. How could you possibly force her to answer
Because I
questions
see
when she's
the
crying
witness
and
is not upset and has a...
Yes.
Yes.
Let the record reflect Mr. Harder's answering for Ms. Hurd, yes,
answered as
and Ms.
well.
Hurd has responded yes. We'll take a break and go off record at this. The jury judge stood there and did nothing, though, while this was happening, correct?
They weren't there the whole time.
During the period they were there, your claim is that they did nothing, correct?
They walked in and most of it had been done. He had already charged at me, to which Raquel threw herself in between us, put her arms up, protect us. He'd already pushed Raquel's arms away, intimidated her. We're both back down on the couch. He's protecting me, and he's screaming at me at the top of his lungs, which is what I can only guess served as the impetus to get Jerry Judge and Sean into the room. While he's screaming at me, I'm looking down, and he's screaming at me, taking a step closer and screaming louder each time. Get the f*** up, Amber, get the f*** up. Get the f*** up. Amber, you hear me? Get the f*** up. And I can only imagine, because it was so loud towards the end, that they came in. So I can't tell you the exact moment. Was it at the third threat or the 10th threat when they walked in? But at some point they walked in, and he turned his head, and I hopped up off the couch, ran to the side corner of the room, and said, "Jerry, help me! If he hits me one more time, I will call the police."
2016, that Johnny Depp had ever done anything wrong to you, that night or before?
You're asking me if I've told them?
If you told them on May 21, yes.
Again, I said to them, I decline to give any statement at this time, as per the advice of my counsel.
Did the police...
They did make a comment to me about it seeming unsafe. That's why they needed to check the apartment. They made a gesture to my face. They said that I looked hurt. They also pulled me aside and said, "Look, just say a statement. We can make sure you're safe. Just say a statement, or give us a statement, and we'll go get the guy." And they said the exact same thing to Josh.
Is it your testimony that a police officer on May 21
Yes.
told you that it appeared you looked hurt?
He or she gestured, I can't remember which one, to my face and said, we can tell you've been hurt, or you don't look good, or something to that effect, but I don't remember the exact words they used.
But something to that effect?
Yeah.
We're back on the record.
And just a clarification, we're not going to invoke the Fifth Amendment privilege, so you can re-ask that question if you like.
Which question?
Did you commit domestic violence against Johnny Depp?
Any time prior to May 22nd, 2016, did you ever commit an act of domestic violence against Johnny Depp?
Calls for a legal conclusion and irrelevant, but go ahead.
Do you understand what I'm asking you?
No.
No?
Yes, I understand what you're asking.
Okay. And prior to May 21, 2016, or May 22, 2016, is it your testimony that you never committed any act of what would be considered domestic violence against Mr. Depp?
Calls for a legal conclusion and irrelevant to these proceedings.
I did my best to defend myself and not get seriously hurt or be a doormat to whom this happens to all the time.
Isn't it true, Ms. Heard, that you previously confessed and apologized to Johnny Depp for committing domestic violence against him?
I'm going to object. Calls for a legal conclusion, argumentative, harassing.
Isn't it true that you had previously told Johnny Depp that you had hit him?
I'm going to object. It's a different question. It's vague and ambiguous, vague as to time.
Many times when we fought, well, not many times, he hit me for a very long time before I ever
I'm going to
picked up my
object as
arms.
non-responsive and move to strike. Ms. Heard, I'd like you to listen to what I'm about to play. Would you do that?
I then stood up. I don't even know if I said, I might have said, like, what the, whatever, because I just been hit in the head with the corner of the door.
I'm so sorry, I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up.
Do you recognize the voices on that tape?
Mm-hmm.
And who are the people on that tape?
It's Johnny and I.
Okay. And is Johnny describing an act where you made a door go into his head?
Objection, harassing, argumentative, vague.
I was trying to escape from a room where Johnny was attacking me. And in order to escape, I was trying to get onto the other side of the door, attempting to close the door, and he was attempting to get in despite my attempts to try and escape an assault.
Isn't it true that on this tape that was just played, you tell Johnny Depp you're sorry?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you clocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing.
Did you just tell Johnny Depp in that recording that I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing?
Yes, as he was trying to get into the door, into the room, I was trying to escape in. He pushed the door into me, and I was trying to hit him by getting him out of the door to stay in the room.
And you told him in that tape recording that you hit him, correct?
I don't know what words I used in that. You can play it back if you want, but I don't remember exactly how long.
If you wouldn't mind, if you'll continue to listen.
Okay.
I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door or hitting your head.
Did you tell Johnny Depp at that time you were speaking to him that you were really sorry for hitting him with the door, hitting him?
I think in that recording I made it very clear that I was sorry that the door hit him while he was trying to get into the room I was escaping or attempting to escape into.
I will mark, excuse me. I'd like you to listen to the following tape. This is punched, and we need to have.
Are they being marked as exhibits?
Yeah, mark as exhibit.
We just marked P as the one we just played,
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have
Marking the next thing that I'm going to play to you as Q. Would you listen to this, please? This is punching.
Which one
The
was
one that
white?
says punching. I skip one.
Just here you are. Anyway, I opened the bathroom door when you were knocking on it.
This is the punching.
It's me with your touch open.
Where's the disc?
And you just kept going. I tried to close the door 3 times. Please, just don't let me, and then wait, and then I accidentally, I swear, when I was trying to close the door, I guess it stretched your toes, didn't mean to do that. I've been down. And you either pushed or you kicked the door open. I mean, say, put the door, get more open. So that you can
No, I didn't mean to. I did not mean to. But I did not mean to do that.
I was bent down behind the door.
I did not do anything to her. I did not kick at the door or push the door so that it would hit you. I did not. I swear. But I mean, that did not, was not my intention. I think I remember when the door scraped my toes.
Okay. So you told him in that excerpt that you hit him with the door but did not intend to hit him, correct?
Recording speaks for itself.
Did you say that?
I said whatever I said in that recording. I
Okay.
don't. When you play it for me, it's hard for me to remember every single.
And
word.
that's a recording marked as exhibit the punching.
Q that we
Q.
just played.
Q. Would you continue to listen to exhibit Q?
Are these from the same day?
I reacted, but this whole the door thing. I remember. I never did that. That wasn't on purpose. I might have done it on accident.
Okay.
But
Let's say that was an accident. I then stood up. I don't even know if I said, I might have said, like, what the f, you know, whatever, because I just been hit in the head with the corner of the door.
I'm so sorry. I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up. And then you clocked.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing.
That's exactly what I just told her.
And I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door or hitting your head. I did not mean to, nor.
You didn't mean to hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to
I did.
punch me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember. I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean.
The door? No, God, no. I didn't.
But punching me in the jaw.
I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry.
So on the tape, you tell Johnny Depp that you did mean to hit him.
Objection. That's argumentative, and it misstates what the recording was.
And it also misrepresents what actually happened, which is him trying to get into a room I'm trying to keep him out of. And then he runs the door over my toes, trying to get into the room. I tried to push him out of it, which is what the hit is referred to. And Johnny, whenever he was injured or touched, it always referred to it in these ways of punching or clocked or whatever. And whether you discussed it with him or not, the last thing you do in talking to him afterwards or trying to reconcile with him is to get into what the definition of those words mean to him.
Just say what
So
happened.
I never even addressed it. He would, if he was ever pushed, it was a cold. He called it a cold clock. I mean, it was just very dramatic.
Isn't
about
it true, Ms. Hurd, that in September of 2015, you punched Johnny Depp in the face with a closed fist?
I hit Johnny one time when he. Sorry, I'll wait.
No, you answer the question. Please stop whispering because it's distracting over here.
It's your team.
No, I was referring
No, these
to
two.
this actually.
I can't hear them. I hear
I
them.
can't hear them.
So please answer the question.
Yes or no, did you ever
No.
punch Johnny Depp with a closed fist in the history of your relationship with Johnny?
Answer it however you feel you wish to.
One time, Johnny was hitting me, and he was hitting me hard and repeatedly, and I was screaming. Security walks in, and they don't do anything about it. And he makes this motion when Jerry Judge yells "boss" or Sean. I can't remember who it was, and all we had was a little bit of separation, and my sister runs down the stairs. We're on a landing in between two flights of stairs.
Ms. Hurd, I must interrupt you,
You can't.
because
You
I've
can't.
asked you a yes
Then
or no question.
withdraw your question then because
Ms.
she's
Hurd,
answering.
prior to today's date, Have you ever hit Johnny Depp?
Answer it however you wish.
352.
You've already asked, and she's already answered, and you interrupted her.
Ms. Hurd, have you ever hit Johnny Depp prior to today?
Objection, vaguest of times.
Hey, everyone on this side of the room, please.
Objection 352. It's not relevant to the domestic violence proceeding.
Overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Answer it however you want to, including the way you were just, if you
I'm asking
wish.
for a yes or no answer.
You don't have to answer it the way she wants you to answer it.
He was about to push my sister down the stairs. She was attempting to break us up. I am protective over my baby sister. When he laid hands on her, I don't know what I did. But I know I jumped in between the actions that I saw could lead to a fatal injury to my sister. She was standing on the top of a flight of stairs, and she has never hurt anyone in her life, and she does not deserve to be pushed down the flight of stairs. And it looked like she was about to be. And I would have done what anybody who has a child or a sister would have done. I acted defensively in her life. I saw her standing on top of a flight of stairs and trying to interrupt a fight in between him and I. I don't know what part of my body I put in between me and him and her. But I would have done anything. I would have done anything to prevent her from being pushed down a flight of stairs.